farm now and to see what's been done so far and what we need to do to get to have the Mr. Fish signature right here. I know it's all about making profit and maximizing the potential of the place. So just come with me on the right. Now this area, southwest Nigeria, is noted for earthen ponds, and get me right, many of them are getting it right. Why? They have their way of taking care of all the enemies that happens in the fish pond, the nature's fish pond system, from flooding to the birds, to the toads, to the frogs, to the alligator, bush duck, and the rest. I'm going to tell you one by one how they handle all of those enemies. But still move ahead. Pause. Okay. Okay, you guys are producing. No, that's it. That's the revolution I'm talking about. That you'll be able to run your own production program. Okay, good. You got to you have the key, right? Yeah. Okay. If you look at that, magic for you. Yeah. The native for the birds. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. I can see the native. And you might deceive my hair. Very transparent, right? So when the guy just come in like that, interesting. So how do you okay, the water goes down, you pump out a little, the new water comes in from the
taking the water and then you go out.
Okay, you pump in and then you just make it go out to that. Okay, that's okay.
Right now, we have 7 ponds.
Okay, these are local pellets.
Yeah, local pellets.
Yeah, and it's this one now is 6 mm. Yeah, more granola cake and soybean cake. You need to add a little bit of more fish milk to your stuff. I'll tell you how to go about it using local wet mash materials like chicken intestine, fish, maybe fish offal, or just try to get friendly with any of these frozen food. This food has freezers for maybe a shagamu, and then just ask for the intestines of pig, the intestine of chicken, and if not, the Odogbolu. I don't know how well developed Odogbolu is.
Mr. Fish, this is what I'm planning to do. I'm going to get a machine. All what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm an agriculturist.
Yeah.
I will still study, I will still get more research, and I make sure that the feed they are giving them is standard. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I got you.
Yeah. Okay, so still leave it out. We'll come back to this later on. So you will tell me about
13
now, okay?
13, but we only stock 7.
They look like usually ponds. It's like a one hair by 1 hair, right? That's about 10 meters by 10 meters. Am I right?
Some are 10 meters by 10 meters. Some are 12 by 8 meters. You know, I'm just trying to
10 by about that standard.
Right.
How many fish do you have in one? 2,300. Okay, let's get 10 by 10. It's still on the stock really, but it's okay since you are not doing any elemental aeration or degassing. I'll tell you about that later on. You can still go a lot more than that. You can go 50 fish per square meter. Just about 5,000, but don't do that here yet because there's some things you need to do to do that.
I will tell you the new one we just constructed. You will compare that with the guy who was manager of this place. He messed up. Okay. He doesn't know nothing about agri. He does not know nothing. I just brought him in just because he's kind of agile and he's disciplined.
Yeah. Passionate, but then
exactly, but he has nothing. He has nothing in his brain.
Something.
As at March of this year, we are in December now. March. Yeah. I stock 35,000. As a matter of fact, there were 42,000 fingerlings. But by the time to get my shot, it was like about 3-4 months. Over half of the fish gone. Mortality.
Okay, I get it.
They're supposed to change the water.
Okay, from about 30-something thousand, you are down to almost 15,000.
Not even up to 15, like about 13,000 plus. I lost 9 million on that production. Based on that, I fire all of them.
Lost just 9 million.
Yeah, over, not over. because I came. I know how much I spent on the I mean, I know how much.
This is not from the horse's mouth. This is from the farmer's mouth.
I'm just being honest with you. I was mad.
What's with you?
In a year, I lost 70 million on poultry. I closed that one. I came back to fish with the hope that yes, I'm going to make it. And within that, just 6 months, not a year. Within that 5 months, it's not even up to 6
So
months.
you must be passionate for success in this agriculture.
That is, I got to, because that's my passion. Every other thing I did is just secondary. This is what I love doing.
But thank God you have access to me now.
This is
You
what
have
I love
much
doing.
information that you need.
I don't care about any other. I know other business, but this is what I love doing.
And the higher we can make it, have the standards,
The better.
both physically and operationally.
Exactly. The better.
Okay, fantastic.
See that tree right there? The tree after the palm.
Okay, this tree.
The tree
Okay,
after
the
the
tree.
palm.
Okay.
That water we saw, I show you.
Yeah.
The water just.
Okay, there's a river
Yeah,
behind there.
that river I showed you while we were coming. The river flow all the way down the right.
Okay, fine.
All the way down.
Like, what's the size of this facility?
Right now I have like about 1, 2, 3. Let me say I have like about 18 plots.
18 plots.
60, yes.
Yeah, that's almost about 3 acres. 3 acres. Okay.
That is minus this over here. This,
Okay. Okay. Good. Let's leave it. Okay. Now, Mr. But that's a lot. And already you have how many ponds? Because I'm planning on having a statistics of how many ponds, how it is relative to what you have. To know what's on the ground, the anticipated, because bottom line with people I work with is they want to increase their profit base. Now the first thing is to know what's available now, and then what is the capacity of, or what's the potential of this place naturally.
Right.
And then let you have a guideline, a roadmap of how you're going to get there
Okay.
gradually.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking a lot of questions about
I
what's
understand.
happening now and co. So I'll do it in such a logical way for you to see. Like, let me show you an example. Hold this for me quickly.
Let me tell you.
What was there to see is maybe about 4 plots or thereabout.
Okay.
Now, I've done a video on that one time. Then he bought a palm oil plantation right in front.
Okay.
And then it's expanded. He's an engineer somewhere in the US. And then he wanted something. How do I maximize the potential in this place? So no, I'm not just going to do one module anymore now. I want to. So I asked a lot of questions. Where will water go out of this place? You have a space behind. Now where will water go? That kind of thing. So he said there's a lake down the road. Okay. So that means there's a pipe that will go this road down there. And I say, even with that, if there's no agricultural produce setup that is here, I might want to take your wastewater. Why not even do a small recycling? And have a soccer episode that you minimize the amount of water going. I say, yeah, let's have that in mind. Even though I might not have the capital for the cost now, but we're going to give him the foundation of the structure. We'll have that material. We'll have the opportunity of recycling, and then everything was now put together. So if you look at this, somewhere you to sell the fish. You know, most people sell fish maybe Monday, Thursday, or
Right.
Monday,
Thursday.
they shouldn't even come to your farm at all. So there's somewhere there that you have maybe those things you use for fingerlings, or maybe the plastic mold. They'll be there. The fishes you want to sell to people are there waiting for them, not for them to come and told you, but farm
What's going on here?
because people take advantage of you when they see you lower water in a hurting pond. They know it's going to take effort to put it back. They just call any price for you. You won't allow that. So you have the fish holding area. You have where they're going to stay, right? And then you now have all of this stuff in the car park is there. You see, you've got the small manager's office in between room, ovens room, drying room, smoking room. You've got the feed mill. You've got the hatchery. You've got the spawning room. You've got the where you put all the what's it called? The Dutch mill. You've got the normal male. You know, you have the normal female. You know, when you use a female, second time, third time is always bigger, better eggs and co. But the guy is gone. Except you want to really do exploration of the testes. But then if you're not doing that, then that means you have to, of course, it ends up in your pot as pepper soup. I don't know if you send that to in the US or there, but what's important, the male goes, then you need to mix your meal with people from other fishes from outside. So there's not just Odogbolu Nikon, you want mix more Odogbolu, you know. Get some local guys from Ogu River or there about kind of to mix up. So that's why you put, those are what all these vats are meant for, right? Both the normal female that you want to use, and you get it from your stock. The best ants are the one, because the kids are going to look more like, that's the number one step. For the best ones in your farm are the ones you put in your parent stock department. You need to have something like that, yeah. So you're sure you can even be selling his business on his own. As you know what I'm talking about now, that kind of thing. And then you can even, you're free to even mix up with heterobrancos now. So you have this big stuff hybrid along the line, kind of, because you're using 18 points. So you put, and then so you say a lot of things. Even up to canning room. This is a feed mill. This is a feed store. This is a canning room.
Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry to actually. Now, what will you say between 18 pond and the concrete pond? What is your own perception about this?
Okay. So what's my own perception about 18 pond and concrete pond? Now, it's a mixed grill. Now, with all respect, I'm talking in the land, in an area where Earthen pond is the one of the most successful in the world, apart from Southeast Asia. Ijebu area. So without missing what Ijebu folks have been able to make a success out of Earthen pond, because they know how to situate their farms to prevent floods, that kind of thing. They know how to take care of enemies now. It's improved. If you look at the side there, you're away from frogs, toads, and away from birds. So you're getting it right. The only thing that you need to get right now is this issue of green water. And you have a nice water flow system like I can even see. Right? So water flows in, water flows out. Then if you get all of that, then this is cheap for you. You can go ahead and get it done. All you need is guys who are powerful, who's got the muscles to harvest. Because you can have a young lady harvest in a concrete pond easily. Just flow down by Rivaldi valve, and your concrete pond is okay. But here, you need some work, you know what I mean? And then after that, you have to put some lime. Even though we put lime, but you want to make sure that everybody is out, so there's no one giant under. So if I'm going to ask that question here in this part of the world, I'll say go in a mixed grill. It's cheaper to make Earthen pond, of course, if your land gives you the opportunity. It's the cheapest and the most reasonable. But you've got to be careful that the river you're taking the water from, even your source of water, is not going to be polluted suddenly one day. You only need 1 day out of the 4 or 5 months. Like I had a doctor come to me, I won't mention his name now. In the same area, we passed by the company that messed his farm up. It was a new factory industry. They said the farm was eating almost ₦1 billion Naira. Is it per annum? So huge. They said they're selling almost 10 to 50,000 catfishes every other day. It's a massive farm, but they close it up. Whoa. I was shocked. The man came to me, the children came on excursion, and they came to buy small fish for the daughter, so that when he comes back from overseas trip, he won't see that the fish is dead, that he gave to daddy and mommy to take care. So while we were talking, they just found out, oh, you're into catfish too? I said, yeah. And they started giving me the story that overnight, a factory just relocated, right? Not too far away, around Shagamu area, on the way down here. And then overnight, their effluents just entered the water from the river and just flowed in. You were just seeing fish die en masse.
Oh my God.
Now that can never happen. He said the only thing that saved, remnants they saved, was the concrete pond they had to nurse the fish to the size of a barrel before they put in the 18 pond. So that's the only thing they have left.
Wow.
I looked at him, I was speechless.
Wow.
So why did I follow here? And I followed it here because I was determined that must never happen to anybody again. 18 ponds are about the best, of course, but then there must be some prerequisites that there must attendant things you must do to make sure that 1 day does not even happen. And our force around the Fabalo University area. What they do is, before the river water comes in direct, it's like every day for the thief, but 1 day for the owner. Now, but this time around, now it's every day for the owner, 1 day for the thief. It's like the opposite now.
I got you.
For the bad guy who is not deliberately doing that, he didn't know. And where you don't have pollution abatement requirements and environmental impact assessment and co, down for it to set a factory, you are helpless. So what you do is to make sure that you guarantee the safety of the water coming to your farm. And the first thing you do is to make sure that the water comes. 4 things are the major enemies. Number 1, wild fish. One small ejawson, Gymnacus niloticus, enter your farm. You know, the catfish they are gone. Right? So you want to make sure that you have what they call a sieve, right? And if you have small dragonfly eggs and babies coming, and where you have fries or fingerlings and co, you might have a problem. So you want to make sure that you sieve through either granite, you have what they call mechanical filtration. Then after that, you now need the big one now, which is the chemical. You need something we call ion exchange resins to put in a particular chamber. So as the water passes, it substitutes itself, the resins substitute themselves for any dangerous metallic components that could be there. Metallic or chemical, or all these, when they say chemical is chemical, and that's not natural, right? So what the ion exchange does is, if there's gamalin in the water, these zeolites, how you get it, or the clips, like they just take it up straight before the water comes to your system. And finally, there's a lot of iron. I don't know if a company that's going to be having iron as effluent is uphill now. What happens? Now, ion exchange resin cannot handle that fully. So you have to have what they call silica right in front. So once you have those three, the four, the sieve, the what's it called? The mechanical barrier, and then you have the ion exchange, and then you now have the silica chamber. So compulsory, all the water in your place should pass through before you now bring it in. Always remember, every day for the owner, one day for the bad guy. And I had a classical example before we got. In fact, it was 2 weeks after the man mentioned that to me. I said, "Oh my God, this is the good people now." Wow. I was just looking at him. Are you getting what I'm saying? I was looking at him. When he came, I said, "Who's this guy?" By the time we saw his vehicle, he brought outside. I said, okay. Now you can imagine a vehicle bigger than your, what's it called?
My small
one. So, all these Americans are the only ones that's bigger than this Tundra that have gigantic things, And I said, oh, these are big investors, but they lost big too. So I don't want that to happen to anybody, and that's why I'm here. That's my first primary interest, and then the plan to make the farm worth the effort of expending on that. Now, once you have that, sir, then all that things are cheap.
Okay. I want to release this. Should you?